This story of Buddha's life is essential for those who seek a peaceful way of living. However, not everyone sees it the same way. Some people try to take advantage of the calm nature that this path brings. To fully understand this story, be sure to watch till the end. Once, Gautama Buddha was sitting with his disciples when King Ajatashatru approached. The king respectfully addressed Buddha, saying, "O Lord, ever since I became your follower, it seems everyone around me has started exploiting me, taking advantage of my newfound calm." The king continued, "Before following you, people feared me deeply. I was known for my cruelty, and I didn't hesitate to sentence anyone to death if I felt it was deserved. But after becoming your follower, I no longer feel the urge to punish or even get angry. I've become peaceful, looking at everyone with compassion. Yet, some are taking advantage of my calm demeanor." The king went on to explain, "This has brought challenges to my people, putting them in situations of potential danger. Governing my country has become difficult, and I am facing many issues as a result. Please, Lord, tell me what I should do now." Hearing King Ajatashatru's concerns, Buddha began to tell him a story. And the story begins like this. Once upon a time, there lived a venomous snake in a hole beneath a large tree. This tree stood at the edge of a field near a village. The snake, ever alert, would attack people at the slightest provocation, and many had perished from its deadly bite. Fearful of the snake, people avoided going near the tree. One day, a monk passed through the village and noticed this beautiful tree. Deciding to meditate in its shade, he approached the tree. Some villagers returning home saw him and warned him about the dangerous snake, explaining that it attacks anyone who comes close. The monk only smiled, ignoring their warnings, and continued walking toward the tree. The villagers, bewildered, went on their way. As the monk settled under the tree to meditate, the snake emerged from its hole, hissing angrily, ready to strike. But the monk looked calmly into the snake's eyes, chanting a mantra. Miraculously, this softened the snake's anger, and it began to speak with him. The snake said to the monk, "O man, don't you fear me? Don't you know this is my territory, and no one dares come near me?" With a gentle tone, the monk replied, "My dear friend, why should I be afraid? I have no fear of death, nor any strong desire to live. Why would I fear you? In truth, it is you who are afraid that someone might harm you, which is why you bite others." The snake was astonished by the monk's words. Until now, it had only encountered people who either tried to kill it or fled in fear. Never had it met someone who did not fear it at all. The snake, humbled by this interaction, wrapped itself at the monk's feet and said, "O Lord, you are right. Everything I have done was only to protect my life. If I didn't act this way, people would have killed me." The monk nodded and replied, "You are right, my friend. But remember, life will end one day for everyone. It is not fitting to kill others just to preserve it. Let go of this attachment to your life and embrace love for others." With these words, the monk left. The snake was deeply moved by the monk's message and made a vow. From that day on, it would no longer bite anyone. It gave up its angry nature, choosing instead a path of peace. But soon, the results were not as the snake expected. People quickly noticed the snake had stopped biting, and those who once feared it now began taking advantage. People who would once run from it now teased, scratched, and hurt it. The snake, now constantly hurt and suffering, grew sorrowful. It was enduring the hardest time of its life. One day, The monk returned to the village and sat once more under the same tree. He soon noticed the snake, but this time, he was shocked to see it in such a miserable state. The monk, looking at the snake's injuries, asked compassionately, "Oh, my friend, how did you come to be in such a miserable state? Who has harmed you?" The snake replied, "O blessed one, you advised me to give up my anger and not to bite others. Since then, people have begun to mistreat me. No one fears me anymore. They come, hurt me, and leave me in this miserable condition. Life has become very hard." Listening to the snake's story, the monk gently explained, "My dear friend, it seems you have misunderstood my teachings. I told you not to bite, but I did not tell you to stop hissing for your own protection." After finishing the story, Buddha turned to King Ajatashatru and asked, "King, what have you understood from this story? Are you, too, misunderstanding my teachings as the snake did? I advised you to give up your cruelty, but I did not tell you to abandon your role as a king. You must fulfill your duty as a ruler, showing strength when necessary, to instill order and respect in your kingdom." Buddha continued, "You must uphold justice with firmness, ensuring your people live peacefully and feel secure. Rule with the compassion of a monk on the inside, but with the strength of a king on the outside." In life, we see this often. Good people sometimes face challenges because others try to exploit their kindness. For those who live with goodness, remember this story. People may try to take advantage of your decency, so you must respond wisely to such situations. Sometimes, maintaining order may require showing anger or strength, but you can do this without disturbing your inner peace. Think of it as an actor displaying anger in a play, who remains calm inside because he knows it is simply a role. Learn this art of living, and no one will be able to disrupt your peace or your success. Thank you for watching, and remember to keep smiling.